Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be trying on and doing a wear test with the new light reflecting foundation from Nars. So I'm super excited. This came out a few days ago. I picked it up yesterday at Sephora and I am super intrigued to see how this works. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Colin. I am a non-binary Latinx scientist and lover of makeup with a soft spot for indie makeup and colorful makeup, and I have new content every week, so I'd love to have you subscribe. So this is the light reflecting foundation from Nars. This retails for $49, so it's not a cheap foundation. And it says that it's supposed to improve your skin tone and improve skin radiance because this is 70% skincare ingredients. It says in a clinical study with 31 women, which is not very many people, as someone who does that kind of work, it says 61% said it improved radiance and 93% said it improved their skin tone overall. So this has Japanese lily tuff in it, which is supposed to improve the skin barrier from moisture. It's got oat, which is good for redness. And then it has cacao peptides and milk thistle, which are supposed to help with environmental stressors. So I'm really intrigued by this. The description from Nars is, this innovative blend of makeup and skincare instantly blurs imperfections, smooths the look of textured skin, and helps conceal blemishes, dark spots, and redness. This visibly improves the skin's clarity after 6 weeks of daily use, even after makeup is removed, powered by skincare. And then it says medium buildable coverage with a natural finish, which is what I like. Breathable all-day wear, makeup that looks like skin, acts like skincare, and feels light as air. And that drew me in right away. So for anybody that's new here, I do have a medium olive skin tone, and I definitely prefer a thin, lightweight foundation, more like skin tint to light medium coverage. I like it to just look like I have really good healthy skin. So, but because I do shave every day, I do get some razor burn here and here some days. Today's definitely one of those days, and I sometimes get zits, especially down here, and like right here, there's a little dark spot. And a little dark spot there. So I'm really intrigued to see how this works. So I bought this yesterday and I wanted to film yesterday, but I didn't pick it up until 3 because I had a lot of other stuff on my plate. And I did try it out yesterday. So I did get it shade matched in the store. I could have gotten this or the next shade up. This is the shade Stromboli, which is a warm yellow olive. And then the next shade is Vanatu, this is 3, that's medium 3.5. And that is a medium to medium deep olive. And it's a little more tan. So I think that'll be, I could have pulled that one off, or it'll be perfect for summer. So if I really like this, I might end up bringing that one up during a sale so that I have a winter and a summer shade. Because I have 0 tan right now. This is as pale as I get. But I did wear this yesterday. I didn't wear any other makeup. I just put it on the lower part of my face, like one pump with my fingers, just to see how it wore, and I was very impressed. So let's see how it looks today. I just did my skincare and I put some brow gel in, and that's all I've done so far. So it does say to shake it up. It's a nice little square bottle. It does have a pump. I guess one of their older foundations didn't come with a pump. This one does. And it's pretty runny. It's not quite as runny as the Pat McGrath foundation. It's not as liquidy. It's like a slightly more viscous version of that. But it is pretty runny. So I'm just gonna put one pump. That's one pump right there, so it's a small amount. I'm gonna do 2 pumps, and I'm gonna try fingers again on this side, and then, or this side, and then I'm gonna use a brush on the other side. So I'm just gonna tap this all over. It does look very yellow on me, but blended out, it worked very well. And when they put it on my forehead at the store, it just blended into nothing, in the best way. And then put a little bit down here. Okay, so just going to rub this in on this side. I don't tend to put, also if anybody's new, I don't tend to put anything on my forehead because these things tend to just sink into that and not look great. So this is about 1 pump on this side, a little bit You can see it just blended in really nicely. And it is a pretty light coverage. It's all over my hand, but I'm gonna use this brush and I'm gonna try on this side and see how this looks. I don't really like a sponge for any product. I just don't like the way it feels on my skin. So I'm generally a brush or finger person. I never have problems with like streaking or anything from a brush. So just like yesterday, it does feel like it looks a little yellow on me, but not in a bad way. It's just kind of, it's covering the redness I get here. It covered the redness on my chin right here from shaving, and it covered that pretty well. And if it's like any other foundation, it'll look like I have a line right here, even if I don't bring it all the way down, just because this is where I stop shaving and where my hair stops. Even if I only put my foundation here, it sometimes looks like I have a foundation line, but it's just my skin being stupid. So I'll get nice and close so you can see. I really like the way this looks. The finish is like radiant, healthy skin. It doesn't look dewy or overly glowy. It looks skin-like but radiant. Like, I think this just looks like my skin. So I'm really excited to see how this lasts for the day. I didn't set it or do anything yesterday. So this isn't quite a first impression, but this is a full wear test. It is currently 11 o'clock in the morning. Did a workout, showered, all of that stuff. So I will wear this until I can't anymore. So I can probably get a good 12 hours, depending. So we'll see. And I might film something else you might see makeup on, like actual makeup on later, but I'll finish my face off camera and I'll try to do a check-in midday. I've never done one of these before. I already used my camera or my phone in natural light, so it's not like I have, it's not like you'll see a big difference. This is already the selfie camera on my cell phone in front of my windows. So I really like the way that looks. Hands look kind of yellow. I always worry if something's too yellow that it's gonna make me look sickly, because I am olive, and like, especially like yellow shirts will sometimes make me look like I have jaundice, because it just reflects off my undertones. And so I'm gonna put on some concealer. This is the Fenty Bright Fix in Deep Butter. And you can tell I use this a lot because it's getting low. I feel like I will need to buy another one the next time Sephora has a sale in April. I think I can get through till then. And then pick up a little bit and then put some down here. There's quite a few days where this is the only product I wear, is this concealer. I cover up redness I get here, cover up my under eyes, and call it a day. Okay, so really liking the way this looks so far. It's only been a couple minutes, but it seems to have dried down already and kind of set itself. It doesn't feel sticky anymore. It just feels like my skin. Like, you know, after you moisturize, that like hydrated feeling, that's what it feels like. And it's not transferring onto my hand at all. So I'm really excited. So I have some stuff I need to get done in the next couple hours. I might try to film something this afternoon. But right now, this just looks like I have good skin. I think this looks amazing so far. So I'm super excited to see how this wears for a full wear test, like a real day. So I will see you all, well, for me, hours later, but for you in just a second. Okay, so I am back. It has only been 9.5 hours. It is 8:30 at night. I wanted to go longer on the wear test, but I would like to take a bath before bed, so I'm gonna wash it off now, because bath. But I really like this. So I think it looks basically just as good as it did earlier. I'm a little glowy, but that's, you know, end of the day, it's been 9.5 hours. But it's the same amount of glow everywhere. It doesn't look overly dewy. I haven't powdered or blotted or touched up at all. It hasn't broken up anywhere. It hasn't, you know, done anything. You can see my skin through a little bit in spots, but you could have earlier, which is what I want in a foundation. I don't want it to cover my skin. I want it to just, you know, blur it and cover redness and stuff, even the tone. But I'm really happy with this. It's not a cheap foundation. It is, you know, $49, but I think it's definitely worth it if that's in your price range. I like this enough. I will definitely do more of a review or an update once I've worn it for like a week or two. But if it holds up and I like it in a couple weeks as much as I like it the last 2 days, I will probably buy the next shade up for my summer shade during the Sephora VIB sale because I really, really like this. I think this is my favorite foundation now. I mean, I've only tried like 5 or 6 and I only have 2 before this, you know, on hand, but I like this better than Pat McGrath so far. So I highly recommend trying this out if it's in your budget, or waiting for the Sephora sale if it's a little too spendy for you. But I think this is great, and I can't wait to give an update in a couple weeks and see how my skin is doing. Since it does have those skincare ingredients, I will make this my only foundation for the next few weeks and see if I see any skincare improvements or results, and I will update then. I do want to say that I do have normal skin. I do get a little oily on my nose sometimes, but pretty normal. I can get a little dry around where I shave, but I'm not dry or excessively oily. I don't know if you would like this if you are really oily, because it is a little more luminous and radiant, but it's not dewy. I have seen some people with oily skin do reviews and they have liked it. So, but if you like a really matte foundation, I would not recommend this. But if you like a skin-like finish, then I highly, highly recommend. Let me know in the comments if you've picked this up or if you're thinking about it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.